Ladies and gentlemen, I have advised that many of you would like the verdict. Is that correct? Mr. Bailey, we received the verdict from the foreman and delivered to the court for inspection from form. Hearken to the publication of the verdict. Clerk will be putting it forward.
In the Circuit Court, 7th Judicial Circuit, in and for Volusia County, Florida. State of Florida versus Aileen Carol Wuornos, also known as Susan Lynn Blahovic, also known as Lori Christine Brody, also known as Cammie Marsh Green. Case number 91-257. Count 1, verdict. We, the jury, find the defendant, Aileen Carol Wuornos, guilty of first-degree premeditated murder and first-degree felony murder of Richard Mallory, as charged in count 1 of the indictment. As to count 2, we, the jury, find the defendant, Aileen Carol Wuornos, guilty of armed robbery of Richard Mallory with a firearm, as charged in the indictment. So say we all. Dated at Volusia County, Florida, this 27th day of January, 1992.
Any questions?
We would respectfully request that the jury be called for.
Will the jury have it? Clerk?
So, Mrs. Staten, are the verdicts as published your verdicts? Yes. Mrs. Farrell, are the verdicts as published your verdicts? Yes. Mrs. Mills, are the verdicts as published your verdicts? Yes. Mr. DeGanger, are the verdicts as published your verdicts?
Yeah.
Ms. Mathis, are the verdicts as published your verdicts? Yes. Ms. Walters, are the verdicts as published your verdicts? Yes, ma'am. Mr. Flowers, are the verdicts as published your verdicts?
Yes, ma'am.
Mrs. Wiley, are the verdicts as published your verdicts? Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Bowen, are the verdicts as published your verdicts? Mr. Watley, are the verdicts as published your verdicts?
Yes.
Mr. Oransky, are the verdicts as published your verdicts?
Yes.
And Mr. Bashaw, are the verdicts as published your verdicts?
Yes.
Thank you.
The representative of the city attorney's office, just one, and the investigation. Ladies and gentlemen, as you have found the defendant guilty as charged with count 1 of the information of indictment or the third necessary that a hearing be held for the purpose of making a sentence recommendation to the court. I conferred with counsel in your absence, and we will begin that trial at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow, which time I would request that you report to the courtroom and to proceed with that trial. Counsel also tells me, so that you can arrange your time, they do not expect this phase of the case to last over 2 days. At this time, I remind you once again, if anyone who connects to converse with you or discuss this case with you, you're notified to work properly, you will be initiated. If you're not going to sound of this or any recess, you will see regulations may have occurred. You will not read the newspaper accounts or any radio or television broadcast, telecast after the trial. Do not discuss the case among yourself with any other person. You will not form or express an opinion on this matter for your verdict. For the sentencing recommendation. With those instructions, the jury is in recess until 1:30 p.m. tomorrow, and we'll follow up there and you can